shine. It's your morning marijuana motivation time. I'm your host with the mostest, Marky Saint, and every morning I get up and I am blessed. Blessed to be where I am. Plants behind me. Get into the view. Get into the kitchen. Even the flowers next to me. It's all a blessing, and that's all we talk about here is our blessings. We talk about blessings over stressings because there's so much out there in the world that likes to stress us out. There's so much in the world that's awesome, and that's why I called this episode Mission Possible, because anything is possible when we really want it bad enough, when we really put our energy behind it and we're willing to manifest it into our destiny. Then you can have it. And that's something that I wanted to put out there in the world, the people that are stressed or worried or concerned about anything. They could be concerned about corona. They could be concerned about their job and money status. They can be concerned about love. And all these things breed contempt. They breed this kind of irrational behavior in our minds. Everything's fucked up, and there's going to be no brightness. There's no light at the end of the tunnel. And I'm here to bring the light, because that's what saints do. We light up the world. Saints light up the world. That's what we call it. Boom, baby. Boom. Everybody loves the boom, baby, boom. I'm starting to make sure it's Get Yours orders. Throw your boy Saints giving $20, because every shirt purchased is a donation. And we want to make sure that the energy that I've been blessed with to be able to do this every day, to be able to see the sights that I've been able to see, is such a blessing. I'm overwhelmed by the blessings that I have in my life. And as I look at the little here, the base from the what do you call it? Sand buggy, boom buggy, rise and shine. That's right. We shining right now, bro. It's shining. And I'm looking at these sand dunes, and I look at a world of possibility. I don't know if it's a lens or a perspective, but the possibilities that I've seen, things that I thought were impossible have happened to me so many times that I'm not allowed to live in that stress anymore. I'm not allowed to live in a world that I don't believe. I'm completely committed to my faith in the universe, and not just a deity or a god or a book or a religion, but legit into this ability that even if I put myself in the worst situations, prison, traveling without money, tough situations in life, that I would be able to succeed, and I would be able to rise to the occasion and shine on the occasion. Also currently experiencing endless scope. I'm also experiencing endless scope. I don't know what that means, endless scope. Please explain. There's no more Periscope, believe it or not. Then the next month, March 31st, where me and Benny Mac first met and started this show. I never knew that I was going to do it for 6 years in a row. I never knew that I was even going to have a show. I was just like, I'm going to do this thing and reach, preach, and teach to people. That's my ambition. I feel blessed to be a teacher that I can convey very hard subjects of, about psychology and the way our minds work and the way that we tend to almost develop the end result. And if we can choose the end result, why don't we project into our future the most positivity that we can? Anything we focus our attention on becomes true. Exactly, bro. But it's like our worry tends to overtake so we make our fears worse. And then somebody else will be calling like, you got the money yet? And there's even more anxiety. And it's like, I don't know how I'm going to get the money. I don't know when I'm going to get the next job. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm sort of in a little bit of a situation like that. Rent's due, end of the month. And I don't have the cash, but I have the faith. And that's why I wanted to do this show, because this is Mission Possible. I'm literally watching Mission Impossible right here on the... It's Mission Possible. Literally, I'm possible is in impossible. And to say that you didn't make it this far in your life to get the blessings that have come your way, for you to survive all the stressings, literally shows us that we have the ability to manifest a different reality. Buy and upsell junk on Facebook Marketplace. Hey, if I was in town, I would be doing it. I got all sorts of things to sell. And one of the things that I do sell is weed products, because this is the morning marijuana motivation. And I'm working on Brazil. 220 million people said it couldn't be done. Can't send electronics in here, batteries for them to smoke the carts. And turns out we're making our first deal. So I'm trying to earn it and learn it and make my own reality from nothing. Literally, I come here with nothing. I came here to Brazil for 5 months with $200, $300 cash in my pocket. And now I'm at the end of month 4. I got 1 month left. And I'm blessed. I'm blessed to have the house and the roof above me, even though it was leaky and rainy last night. But there's so much out there. There's so much out there that we don't know yet. We don't know what's the plan. So why the stress is heir apparent in our face, they call it the heir apparent. But the new version of yourself, the heir apparent was the king's son. When you get to that level, oh, we're gonna get you in New Zealand too, bro. The cartridge market. I'm bringing these Roken batteries to you too, bro. Don't even trip. It's coming. The possibilities of being able to travel the world. My friends in Turkey want the carts. My friends in New Zealand need the batteries. My friends here in Brazil are making a big order with me, and it never stopped. I didn't know that my connections in the Las Vegas conventions were going to make me a connection here in Brazil for smoke shops. And that was what I was talking about yesterday, is connecting the connections, is we don't know what's about to happen. And for some people, that's the scariest thought. And for some people, it's the most exciting part. So like my friends that are kite surfers and adrenaline junkies, and they like their extreme sports and surfing and all these other things, you know, their fear level goes down because they're just ready to live, right? They're in the moment. Fuck it, this is a beautiful girl, but I'd rather ask her out to dance and keep watching her dance without me, right? Like there's gonna be that moment where one thought's going that one direction, is going down a dark, dangerous road. We call them the dark side. And then the other thought is the possibility of something new happening, to have a better conversation. You already had conversations with yourself standing up against the wall, but what a better conversation you could have just by talking to this girl. And we're always talking about mental health, physical health, spiritual health. It helps the spirit to find other spirits to connect to, and the possibilities of meeting a new spirit is the blessing of our lives. So when I'm in on it, I fucking love it. I love that the universe just conspires in my favor and puts connections in front of me that I didn't even know were a connection, right? You don't connect the two till it actually plugs in, and then the electricity flows. And that's what we're talking about, is the flow of the light, the energy in our lives, to make sure that there's all this abundance coming out of us, instead of us, you know, dwindling on the facts that, you know, our supplies are dwindling, or we forget that we're believing a shortage instead of abundance, and how magical it is to live. Everybody's going to have bills, but how many of us let the whole 30-day bill cycle ruin our monthly experience because we're so stressed out about it? I thought you sent me another message. Oh, there it is. See the spirit in the person. Exactly. And that's what saints do, right? We got the halo over our heads, and we shine, and we're free from fear. We're more loving than fearful. And these types of things are the reasons why you see super happy people. You don't know how much money they got in their bank account. You don't know what they do for a living, but they're just riding their bike down the street happier than an 8-year-old. And you're like, I see that. I see that light in you. I see the possibility of humans being better. And there's some people that are going to go to the dark side and go, man, I can't stand humanity. Sometimes I just don't even know. And I'm like, but you do know. You do know, because before you were born, your mom was loving on you. And as I was watching the cat and the kitten get her milk, you know, the mom was loving her. Like, let me pass you on youth. Let me pass you on knowledge. Let me pass you on love, because that's what this is all about. It's about our light and letting it shine, and not letting the other things diminish it. That's what makes life so possible. It's like we were impossible. I think how impossible is it for you to get laid right now, and then you find a mate, and then to have a mating ritual, and then actually have a child, and that child is you, dude. You were the one where your parents got lucky that night. Mom wanted to score, and so did dad, and all of a sudden everything's possible. And even though they didn't have much, and most of us don't have much, it's still possible. And yet they still found a way to get you the sneakers to get to go to school, and they still found a way for you to get the education that you need, and they still found a way to feed you every day. What an amazing possibility. So we have to open our hearts and our minds and our chakras to the possibilities of life working itself out. Unknowingly, unwittingly, without your participation. Your destiny is on your side. This is a universal truth. So get out of your own way. Let the spirits take over. Let the shine in. It's your morning marijuana motivation time. If you got anything out of this message, please like, share, subscribe. What'd you say, bro? You said in the creation of life and light. There it is. That's the creation of life and light. So that's the blessing that we have on this planet. It's a time we treat it as a blessing, and not just a momentarily inconvenience. So let your life shine. Let your light shine. And let the love shine. Peace and love. And as always, Chigathon, that means goodbye but not forever. And I'll see you on the other side.